Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and on this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. Halloween episode. It's almost Halloween. And yeah, I love Halloween. So today I'm going to be doing a live stream at 5 p.m. wearing this lovely Donkey Kong costume, custom ordered. And I'm pretty excited about it, even though it's going to make you all doubt any advice I give you ever again. On that topic, someone on the channel was recently telling me that they had sent one of my videos to their attorney in an effort to try to get their attorney to make a different tactical choice on their case. And let me just say, please don't do that. Don't do that. There's a variety of reasons not to do that, and I'm going to go through some of the reasons not to do that. I have notes. So first and foremost, your specific attorney, the attorney you hired them for a reason. You trust them, something like you had a good interaction with them. You feel like they're going to pursue your interests in an aggressive manner. They took time to listen to you. There's a reason why you hired that person, right? And so remember that reason before you say, the man on the internet would like you to do things a little differently. That may not be the best tactic. Also, keep in mind that this attorney you hired has more information about your case than I do. They may very well have more information about your case than you do. Now, right there, I'd say that might be a communication issue, but they're on the ground. They have boots on the ground in the day-to-day trenches of your case. They know what's going on. I can say, that concerns me, but I don't know the specifics, right? There's things that go on that people bring to the channel, and they're like, hey, what do you think of my attorney doing this? My answer is always going to be, listen, I'm not there. I don't know everything that's going on, but I've got questions and I've got concerns, right? Like, even if I don't agree with that attorney's doing necessarily, it's important for me to always note, I don't know everything. First off, I'm infallible, merely the most mediocre of men, right? But more importantly, even beyond my own infallibility and mediocrity, I don't know your case like you know your case, and I certainly don't know your case like your attorney knows your case, right? Because you know what happened to you, but the attorney is going to know the ins and outs of the negotiations, the procedural history of the case, the quirks and risks of the discovery process for you. These are all things that I don't know as the man in the little internet box, right? Like, that's just not something that's going to be within my ability to know for you because you're not my client, right? Back to my notes. Oh yeah, the last reason, and this is really important, and this is part of why the monkey costume is important. When you go to your attorney and you say, the man on the internet says you should do things differently, your attorney's going to say, the man on the internet is a moron. He's wearing a monkey costume. That he custom ordered a Donkey Kong costume because he's so stupid, right? And I would say to you, that is a compelling argument. Listen, I think I'm phenomenal at what I do. I think my firm is phenomenal. But our playbook and the way we run cases is not the only way. There are other successful firms who do amazing things in a different manner than we do them. Doesn't mean they're bad firms. And it doesn't mean they're wrong or I'm wrong. I think it's entirely possible that both firms running both playbooks are helping people and doing good things and really litigating every last dollar, getting the max value out of the case for the clients, right? And if you take into account how flawed employment attorneys, especially plaintiff side litigation attorneys, tend to be, we are creatures like held together by twine, ego, and insecurity. And if you have like this good working relationship with an attorney who's doing good work for you, who just happens to be a deeply flawed human being, again, held together by twine, ego, and insecurity, and you start saying things like, well, the guy in the monkey costume on the internet says you're doing it wrong, it could impair your relationship with that attorney. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Like, if somebody comes to me like, well, this other attorney has some thoughts, would you hear them out? I hope that I would say, yeah, sure. I'd be curious about that attorney's success rate and pedigree. You know, what have they done? Why should I listen? But I would hope that I would listen for my client, right? I can tell you right now, 90% of the employment attorneys that I've worked with would urge you to go and do horrible things to yourself. If you said, the man on the internet says you're doing things wrong, would you listen to this video because I think maybe you could be better? The response would probably burn your eyebrows off from most plaintiff side employment attorneys. And that's just that's who, unfortunately, we are. The people who choose to fight all day, every day about hate crimes and only get paid if they win, those people are going to be a little bit aggressive and a little ego-driven and probably are not going to be the best at getting advice from a random they've never met in real life. Just a thought, right? And asking them to listen could impair your relationship with them. And I don't want that for you because you hired that attorney for a reason, right? You trusted that attorney. That attorney was the one you chose out of everybody you shopped for, everybody you talked to, every consultation you had. That was the attorney who you felt was going to take this case and make it something for you and safeguard you through this process. And I'd hate to see you lose that. Not that I think an attorney should be dropping your case just because you have thoughts about strategy, but if you that relationship can be lost, right? It is something to be cared for. The attorney-client relationship, the privilege is still there, the confidentiality is still there, but you can add tension to that relationship in a way that is not helpful for your case. And I don't think sending random attorneys across the country my videos, urging them to practice differently, is a recipe for success in terms of safeguarding your attorney-client relationship. Just my thoughts on this. And it seemed convenient to bring up today because somebody mentioned it recently and I'm looking particularly stupid today. Right? Can we all agree? I mean, I always look a little dumb, but I look super dumb today. And that's fun. Like, subscribe, comment down below. It helps me to help more people just like you. Don't send my videos to your attorney. That's a bad idea. Take care, everybody.